Hello Karate Kid beginners, it's 14B. You're going to start off this video with Team Zenith member Sabrina Wright. She's going to show you guys the trap, step back, self-defense, but I also have a drill for you guys later to practice the overhead club attack self-defense. So, but first you're going to watch her do this a few times. You're going to do it alongside of her, with her, because I find that I have a brother that I can do this on, but they do it better because, I mean, obviously I could do it, but I would talk too much. So I just want you guys to follow along with them. What you're going to do is you're going to trap and step back in that bowling self-defense. And also, hi, how are you? I know I just jumped right into the video. Today we're going to do self-defense and some technique stuff. We're not going to do any chucks or forms because we did that on Monday and Tuesday. We've done a lot of that. So I'd rather do some technique work with you guys in regards to your self-defense and sparring and stuff. And then we'll do some stretches and you'll be done. But there's also a fun game for you to play too. So please keep, be focused throughout. But anyway, back to self-defense. The way Sabrina Wright does this is 100% accurate in my mind because, you trap to the back, you get the person off balance. And, you push, when you bowl, you fling it and you let it go. After you bowl here, you're going to push. And she shows it off way better than I can right now. And I want you guys to see that. And I'll voice over, I'll talk with her. You're going to have a few clips of seeing Sabrina Wright do this. But I want you to follow along and do it with her, okay? I know in class we could do so many things, like I could have you guys use pool noodles and with pads, and we obviously are very limited in videos and self-defense, especially if you don't have a sibling. This is probably very hard for you. I know Mr. Allstrand, Christopher Allstrand, and his dad have really been doing a great job. Maybe I'll put one of them in here. Actually, I will. Christopher Allstrand, you're going to be in today's video too, of them practicing the self-defense at home as well. It's just awesome. I love watching them. So follow along with Miss Sabrina Wright. I'll show you what the Allstrands did, then we'll move on. But you guys need to have this down. A lot of you guys will. I'm holding my camera because it'll fall down. A lot of you guys will. Okay, you'll trap, but you'll reach over. All right, that's not what I want. I want you to trap, step back, under, push. That push is important because that is what dislocates everything in the arm, okay? But you do not do that at home. When you're practicing this with someone, you could easily hurt them, okay? This is why I like doing this self-defense in person, because a lot of you guys, not to throw you under the bus, you get very excited when you get to do this with someone, doing it right, doing it fast. You want to do it fast, you want to do it quick. You cannot do this self-defense fast because you will break someone's elbow, you will dislocate something. So you need to be slow when you are doing this bowling part. Do not push like you don't care because you will hurt them. You need to be slow. So listen to what I'm saying. Be slow. Trap, step back. That's when you pull them off balance. And push. See? You could see my lockout, but I wasn't overly dramatic about it. You do not want to hurt your sibling or your parent. So please pay attention to the next clip.
Trap, step back, circle under the arm, bowling ball.
Alright, so Mr. Hunter Wright grabs Sabrina Wright's shoulder. She traps immediately. She steps back. See, his posture's already changing. She wraps around and bowls, but look how slow and delicate she is. She pushes out, but see how Hunter Wright is still smiling? His elbow is still intact. Right now, we're just going to practice the trap, step back in slow motion. Ready? So trap, step back. Alright, let's do it again. Ready? Trap, step back. Alright, and again. Ready? Trap, step back. Alright, now we're going to add the bowling. Everybody wrap and push. Push, push, push. Good, good. Do not kill your partner. Wrap and push. Just practice this motion in the air. Alright? Practice this motion in the air. Trap, step back, and boom!
Trap, step back, circle under the arm, bowling ball.
Woohoo! Awesome job, Sabrina. Thank you for helping. Okay? In the next clip is going to be Mr. Allstrand and his dad doing it. And notice just how cautious that Mr. Allstrand is. And Mr. Allstrand's dad fell down when he realized, you know, that, okay, if I don't fall down or let Mr. Allstrand know that this hurts, I'm going to get hurt. So watch how Mr. Allstrand knocks his dad to the ground, but his dad did a really excellent job in showing the control in it as well. So watch as well. See, Allstrand and his dad had fun with it, but we're also very controlled so that both Christopher and his dad stay safe. So let's give them a hand. Awesome job, guys. That's how the self-defense works, so please practice that. Phenomenal job. High five. Whoop. Alright, so in the next two clips, I give you a pep talk before we play a new game that I found. There's this whole, there's this YouTube that has some online karate games, so I took it from there. This is not mine, but it's a shark game, okay? So I give you a whole pep talk on how to do that, but basically, I'll also help you in the beginning of the video. But when you see a red shark, the beginning of the video will have instructions. When you see a red shark, you have to punch it. When you see a blue shark, you have to kick it. When you see a turtle, you have to jump over it. When you see a boat come across the water, you have to duck under it. So it's basically like Temple Run, but in the water. When you're doing the game, remember to run in place. I'll remind you at the beginning of the video, but I don't tell you to do that. I want you to run in place. It doesn't tell you to do that. Run in place before you punch and you kick, because this is a good sparring drill. When you see a swordfish, you're supposed to slide out of the way. Again, I explained how to do that. So just pay attention to the next clip, and then we'll get started with the game. It's a shark workout. So basically what's going to happen is if a red, they'll tell you the instructions, but if a red shark comes on your screen, you have to punch it. If a blue shark comes on your screen, you have to kick it. If a turtle comes on your screen, you have to jump over it. If a boat sails over you, you have to duck. And then if a swordfish comes out of the blue, you have to dodge it. So it's like a sparring game, which I really like because I can tell you guys to move around and do all these things, but now you have something to look at. So it's a shark game, perfect for Miss Alli. But I need you guys to really pay attention to it. Sure, focus, because we're working on excellence this month, and strike test is next week. Alright? This is not what I'm looking for. Alright? I'm not looking for you to get in your guard stance, right, and then just punch and kick and move like this when you see something, or jump like this, or duck like this, because you're not getting anything out of it. We're working on excellence. You need to grow, and in order to grow, you need to sweat a little bit. You need to step out of your comfort zone and really work out. You should be sore after some of these videos. You should be like, oh my gosh, I know Action Karate Form 1 from A to B. I know I can get through it. Okay? We need to have that mindset because strike test is next week. Alright? So, channel into the next video, the warm-up. It's fun, okay? Enjoy it, but you need to be attentive. So a red shark comes on the screen, boom, you punch it. A blue shark comes on the screen, boom, you kick it. Alright? Hit a roundhouse kick, alright? With the kicks I want you to use for the video is either a roundhouse kick or a side kick, because that's the kicks in the form, and those are the chambers we need to work on. So, you see a red shark, boom, punch it. Alright? Boom, punch it. Alright? You see a blue shark, boom, kick it. Boom, kick it. A turtle you have to jump over. Jump over it. Alright? Oh no, a boat. Duck. Do a frog hop. Alright? Be productive. Do things that make you sweat. If you need more, add more to it. But I want to see you moving. When you see a swordfish, don't just step. Shuffle out of the way. Just like we worked on in sparring. Alright? Please. Be active. Alright? Go, go, go. Make sure to run in place while you are waiting for the next instruction in the game, or else you will not get a workout, and you need to run in place so you sweat. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Have fun, but be active. Run! Okay, so right now on your screen you're going to see blue and red sharks. You need to kick and punch them with everything you got. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's do this. In this next scene, you need to get out of the way of the swordfish, so slide in the opposite direction of where they're coming from. Go with the arrow. this next clip, what we're gonna do is overhead club attack self-defense. So I'm using this string as a reference, but I need to explain. Ow! I just scratched myself and it hurts. All right, I'm fine. Anyway, ow. Okay, so in the next clip, or in the next, what we're doing next is overhead club attack self-defense. So I'm gonna use that for reference, but I'm gonna explain to you something first. So what you guys are going to need is a meter stick. I'm just kidding. You're gonna need anything. Ah! Why is my cat going up there? Anyway, oh my gosh, there's so many things going on right now. Alright, so with this, alright, you don't need a meter stick. Just use something in your house that your parents can hit you over the head with. I do not want siblings doing this together if that's possible. If you have an older sibling that's responsible, I'm not saying that your other sibling is not responsible, but for the sake of this drill, I want you to use your parents, because if someone hits you over the head with something like an overhead club attack, right, you need to block the arm, not the weapon. And if someone is the same height as you, it's kind of hard to close that distance, or at least, like, it's not realistic, so I'd like you to have someone who's a little bit taller than you. So if someone's going to hit you over the head, alright, you need to step not to the side, but you need to step at an angle, okay? So towards the corner of the room, towards the wall, towards the corner of the room, towards the corner of the TV, towards the corner of the computer screen. That's what you're doing, because the most important thing about this self-defense is getting out of the way and blocking. So you're going to step at an angle, block. Step at an angle, block. You're not blocking the weapon, you're blocking the arm. So you need to close the distance enough to block the other person's arm. Alright? Block the arm. Alright? And the next part of the self-defense, which I'd like you guys to practice eventually as well, is you're blocking their strike, and with your arm, you're redirecting it into them. So block, redirect. So if I'm using this guy, right, I'm not stepping into them because I'll get hurt. I need to step to the side where I'm closing the distance. I get my head out of the way, right? Block, wrap, throw. So it's like another bowling thing, right? So block, but with their arm, you're pulling their arm down and pushing. All right, I just want to practice that motion. All right. So in this next few clips, there's another game that I found from the same place where if a cupcake comes on the screen, you need to block it. So all you guys are going to do at first is block, block, block. And then I'm going to tell you when I want you to add this. So let's get into it. When you're blocking, please, for the sake of the game, don't just stick your arms up like this, because you're not gaining any practice from that. Remember that angle I was showing you on. So you need to step at an angle. Alright, I know I'm sitting, right? But you guys need to, right? You're not just blocking at the TV like this, or like this, because that's not doing anything. You need to step at that angle and block. Not to the side, alright? You're closing the distance, step in and block. So every time you see the cupcake, step in and block. In and block. Alright, remember what we worked on. Everybody do this with me. Touch, angle. Touch, angle. We're not touching, we're going at an angle and blocking. Angle and blocking. So if you need to do this, alright, just to do it, I'd rather you not do that. Step at an angle and block. Angle and block. Do not step straight in and block. Do not straight this way and block. Angle. Okay? So in the next few clips, all you're doing is blocking the cupcake. Angle, 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 angle. And then I will add something else to it. But I need you to be working on stepping at an angle. Please also do not just step with the straight leg. Bend the front knee. Bend the front knee. Remember, you're aiming for the arm. So you need to really step in. If you just, because a lot of you guys will, if something hits you in the head, you step back like this. That's bad. You need to step in, block the arm. Block the arm. Alright, so let's do that. guys are going to do is you're going to add that block. So what you're doing, I'll have a video to visualize this better next week for you guys. Alright? But you're stepping out of the way, right? What we've been practicing, and all you're doing is bringing your arm straight down. What you're doing is you're blocking their arm and you're redirecting the weapon to slap them. If you block the weapon, you have to use your super strength. Alright? So you're going to block, take their arm, not the weapon. Take their arm and slap them with it. Alright? Take the arm, slap them with it. So what's going to happen is the same few clips are going to come up, but the arm is going to freeze in the air. While the arm is frozen in the air, you need to practice this block before you move on to the other side block. So you should be switching each side. Alright? What you're going to do is you're going to step, block towards the arm, slap. Block the arm, redirect, slap. Block the arm, redirect. Block the arm, redirect. So you're not blocking the weapon. I can't reiterate that enough. If you block the weapon, I'm going to slap you. Block in, hit the arm, redirect. Alright? So what's going to happen again? The arm is going to freeze in the air. You need to do this. I won't actually slap you. Okay. You're gonna block in towards their arm, and when it's frozen, you keep moving, do this, and then the other side will come on, it freezes, you complete the motion. The goal is to complete the motion. Make sure you have some nice stances, alright? Have fun with it, and then you'll do stretches, and then you'll be done for today. Alright, so we're going to end today's video by a few minutes of stretching. So, reach up towards the sky and down towards the ground. I'm going to lower you guys so you can actually see me. Da, 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 da. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, reach for the sky. Reach for the ground. Ow. I did a lot of working out yesterday, so I can't reach the ground again. Ah! I'm flexible in many things, just not this one. Alright, now you're going to go to one side. Push out. I'm going to come closer. Go to the middle. Other side. Make sure you're actually stretching here, because if you're just being lazy and like laying on the ground like this and picking your nose, it's not doing anything for you. Alright, so down, one leg in, one leg out, reach, switch sides, one leg out, reach, both legs out, my dirty feet, gross, up, down, breathe and reach, back in, out, In, out, in, out. Goal is to reach your toes. Alright, don't bend your legs. Alright, put one over, push. You should always stretch after you work out because if you don't, your muscles get tight, and mine are tight today, and that puts a strain on how flexible you are. So it's important to stretch. Don't overstretch, but stretch after your workouts, so that way your muscles don't get tight and you can maintain that flexibility, right? Everybody lock it up. Take your arms. You're gonna pull it. Pull it. Alright. Pull. Try and reach your hands. Oh, here's a challenge for you. Try and, so you have one hand, put it behind your back. Take one hand here. Your goal is to grab your hand behind you. Can you guys do that? Hold your hand like this. It's actually good like for the nunchucks too, because think, you guys start from ready and you go to here. Alright, so think, your hands behind your back, reach forward up here, try and grab your other hand. Now switch sides, put the other one there. I can't really do the other side. I got my finger. Alright. Try that. Okay, now do some arm circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't stop swinging them. 1, 2. This should hurt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't slow down. 8, 9, 10. 1. Go backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, shake them out a little bit. You guys are done for today. Do not exit out yet. Stripe test is next week. So in your Zooms next week will be stripe test. So you need your full uniform. You need your star sheet. So make sure to go online and print that out, or write it down on a separate piece of paper if you don't have a printer. You will have 3 options on how to take this stripe test. If you had registered, once the sign-up sheet comes out on this weekend for outdoor classes, if you are able to score yourself an outdoor session at the school, you will take your stripe test there. If you, continue to take the Zooms, you can take your stripe test via Zoom. If you can't make either the Zoom or you weren't able to get an outdoor session, you will have to, use the videos. There will be 3 options for you because not all of us can be at the school at once. So just remember, you have your star sheet, you have your full uniform. I know it's hot, but you need to deal with it because being a martial arts student, it's respectful to wear the uniform, of course. But make sure you get those things done. Again, Monday's video will be pre-stripe test. Thursday's video next week will be stripe test. Tuesday's Zoom next week will be stripe test. And whatever outdoor class you have next week, if you were able to score one, is via stripe test as well. One thing I'd like to say is I know I have the Karate Kid beginners tonight, Thursday at 5:15 outside for those of you who were able to get a class. So I'll see some of you there if you watch this video before that. If not, keep watching these videos, keep doing the Zooms because I love seeing your faces, and hopefully soon before Miss Alli leaves for school, we can see each other again. While I say that, I might as well tell you now because I know I have a lot of you beginner Karate Kids. August 7th will be Miss Alli's last day teaching karate for a while because Miss Alli is going into school in August. So I will be teaching classes Zoom, all the classes I've been teaching. I will continue to do that until August 7th. I move in mid-August, but I'd like to spend the last week with family. But you guys, I've had you guys for forever, so I wanted to let you know by me so you didn't hear it through the loop and things like that. So I will be done, not done at McCoy's because it's not a goodbye. I'll come back when I can to say hello to all of you, of course. But as for consistent classes, Miss Alli's last day is August 7th. So I just wanted to thank you guys for everything. You guys have been my favorite bunch of kids, and will continue to be. So I'm excited for the summer with you guys. It's not goodbye. I just wanted to tell you now that date is set. So continue to watch the videos, continue to watch the Zooms, continue to be on here for the time being. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.